Great, thank you, Brother Ed. Let's see, did I miss any other organizations here today? Young women. Super proud to see you here. Okay. And then primary, is there a representative for primary of the White House? Okay. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and turn the time over to Brother Barry, who's got the lesson plan for today. When we'd like to try and utilize the microphone, I've asked Brother Colin Tate if he would, in his young ladies, if he would run the microphone around. So please, before you commence your comments, please give him a chance to get the microphone to you and speak kind of directly into the top. It seems to work best that way. Thank you, Bishop.
So, I have a lot of anxiety today, so if you hear a joke, please laugh. There you go. Today's lesson is what we decided to do. We actually had a conversation with the board council about what we'd like to have for the Fifth Sunday lesson. And one of the lessons that they thought would be good would be teaching at home. So as I was thinking about this lesson, if you think about it, how much time do we actually get to teach here at church on Sunday? So for the first hour, we get what? A couple speakers. There's really no answers and questions. So our second hour, we have our Sunday school classes that we go to, so we get to learn there. And then our third, Relief Society and our student meetings. But then that's it for a whole week. So it's mostly up to all of you to teach them throughout the week. So what is some of the ways that we can teach at home? By example? Okay. Is there any other?
By reading the scriptures with, we have the church puts out scriptures for the children, and then you have the adult scriptures and stuff. But by reading the scriptures and discussing them.
It's getting more people when you do for each other. You help other people out, help yourself out, and do what makes us feel good.
And it's always easy, well, for me it's easy to share the gospel because I try to just find ways to bring the subject up somehow. I cheat a lot though, because a lot of the people I talk about the scriptures to are my clients and they're on the cable and they can't escape. But most of the time they're pretty receptive. I have to be careful because I don't want to lose my job. But I always manage somehow to say some word that lets them know that I'm LDS, and they ask me about it, I'm like, you really not sure, I'll tell you. So just, it would just be friends and talk about your religion, don't be afraid, don't come across like, oh, I have to tell you this, you have to be heard. But just bring up terms that we use a lot in the logo, but
I think the best example for a teacher we can look to is Jesus Christ because he was the master teacher. And I think why he's so simple for us to understand is he took complex issues and esoteric subjects and broke them down into contemporary examples in their lives. So back when people farmed, so we used examples of farming, fishing, so on and so forth. And I think it's really important, especially with dealing with young people, that we take the subjects and use everyday life examples that they can relate to and teach them that way, almost through parables and through those kind of examples. And then, all the modern technology that the church provides us with is a counterbalance to all the bad that can be done, but also a lot of good can be done with it. And with young people, if you can take it and use the computer and use the video technology and so forth, you're going to get a lot more attention span than you are to just read just from the scriptures.
think it's really important to create an atmosphere where gospel topics can easily be brought up. So if we only talk about church on Sunday, if we only talk about Jesus Christ at family meeting, sometimes we feel a little off to bring it up just during everyday life. So life is full of many experiences and many opportunities to improve ourselves and learn about the Lord and the atonement. And if we take an opportunity to bring those things up casually, especially when it comes to bringing, to speaking and teaching children, then it makes it that much easier for them to have this familiarity with the conversation, and they'll feel more able to ask questions. And it's not, oh, we talk about church and Jesus on Sundays. It's, oh, whenever something comes up, we can take this as an opportunity to build our spirituality, to learn from.
For me, I just spent a whole month considering our grave and cemeteries. Villages all over Scotland, Ireland, and everything. And what's found one of the greatest tools for doing any kind of talking about the gospel is family history. And I cannot tell you the number of people that I encountered and had kind of with me. I mean, I have had one negative response to all the people I met traveling hundreds and hundreds of miles all over these countries looking for my ancestors. It's one of the greatest joys that you can get, and especially in talking to people about the gospel. When you're doing this, I know people basic. I have young kids in gas stations asking me questions. How do I get started? How can I? So I think it is really wonderful because everybody has family, everybody has ancestors, and it is a great way to start. When you're doing family history, you have an opportunity like Pakistan or anywhere in this country, is to talk to people about their families, and then you get talking about the gospel. We believe in bringing together for eternity. This is the whole motivation for us doing this great work for our Heavenly Father. So that is my.
I'm just learning what the most important thing to me is that when you're at the lowest point in life, you have to know what will never give you again. And he's you gotta pray, you gotta believe, and that's what the Lord is going to teach us all about.
I want to throw in my own platform. There's a quote: "Is teach the gospel at all times, when necessary." These words.
Everybody here in the church, remember that God doesn't make mistakes. So if you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, or people driving you crazy, whatever, you gotta believe that you're a beautiful person. It's good that you have a beautiful outside of your body, but God is working to give you things, and that's really
Alone, most of the time teach it yourself, but I'm very, very thankful for the internet because I have instant contact with my children, with my grandchildren, with giving encouragement, sharing special gospel on Facebook. I always have contact with my family and share them with
My question is, last about teaching, the last about teaching the gospel or sharing the gospel, or talking about teaching our home, teaching ourselves. This is all of that. We can't do that. Teach someone. We also come to that.
Sorry, but I think two quick things that are really important is one, if you're going to create an environment of openness where people can learn and grow, it can't just be in a formal setting. And so when you're going to have the taking the questions, you have to be willing to accept all questions to a certain extent. So if somebody brings up a question that may be challenging or might make this a bit defensive, or to question doctrine as a parent or an uncle when a kid does this, or even an adult, our reaction is to get defensive or maybe get a little angry, and right then that just shuts down the whole learning experience, and then they don't want to ask a question the next time. And the other thing I would say is sometimes we feel like, well, I'm not adequate, I'm not smart enough, I'm not educated enough, I don't know if I can do this, maybe this person has a, this position or this or that, but all we really need is love, and then God will transform us into who we need to be to the job. We don't have to be, a scholar.
Are you serious? I could ask Brother Doug if he knew CPR. I'm totally shocked. Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, we need to really listen to the Spirit. And if we are even alone by ourselves, we can do the Spirit. And we need to get the best foot forward. We need to know where we are true. And one of the things about it is that we have to endure to the end, and we have to feed ourselves the gospel. We need to know our Savior. We need to know His life, what He does, that we can lean on Him when we need, that He'll be there. He asked us to matter and endure to the end. And this is what we need to do. In the next life, we need to get eternal life. And if that is the most beautiful thing that the Lord is offering, salvation and eternal life and exaltation. And so we need to be our body spiritually in tune. And we need to feed ourselves constantly. And then when you meet someone, it's really good to say something. Right there in your mind. You know, this is exactly what you said. This is what I want to say. And so this is a very important time in your life down here. And you want to do the best that you can.
So with all that, what is one of the nights, the most important nights for teaching? Monday night. And only. So I focus on this way. And those three Mondays. And the first one is Tech Monday nights. It says once in a while, in an effort to use our time most effectively, I scheduled one of our children's basketball practices on Monday evening after family home. This was the only day the practice facility was available, and I justified that as that I was also trying to use the practice as a missionary. While we still consistently held family home evenings, and the practices turned out to improve lots of missionary experience, we found that having other activities on Monday nights was disruptive for our family home evenings. Detective influence of the Spirit that we had felt previously was dismissed, and our lives seemed much more chaotic. As we have reserved Monday evenings, time with our children, then far more productive. The Spirit has permeated our home more, and our lessons seem to be better received, more impact. So, I mean, we want to make sure that we have that Monday night for our community. What if you have a situation where you have to work on Monday night? Anybody here have that issue? Where you
I just take the time during the day. Yeah. It doesn't have to be that specific day. I can choose
Yeah, I mean, with my job, with clients, a big job.
There have been days where I've worked as late as 11:30 at night. And so sometimes on Monday, it goes out. Sometimes I don't get home till late. So I'll pick another night throughout the week to be able to have more. What's one of the other most important things about a family home meeting? What is one of the things you do at your meeting? Prayer. That is the very first thing you should do. That's the whole meeting. And I'm meeting that. So it says early in the marriage, when we live close to family, we would sometimes get together with grandparents and cousins and have a swim party. The family will be occasionally in the excitement of seeing everyone. We would jump in the pool and begin to play before we had a chance to have a lesson or even pray. One time when this occurred, the impression that we needed to pray, even though we were in the pool for a little while. We asked everyone to be reverent while one of us offered prayer. The change in the ways we felt at the family home evening was powerful, and we all had more fun. We were more unified, and the Spirit gave us some important opportunities for holding these moments. While we played, we learned from that experience to never forget to pray. Prayer always makes family home evening more successful and increases family unity. So does a family home evening just require you to just have the scriptures? What are some of the things we should do in that home evening?
I think the general rule that we have children, so their attention span is just a whisper. And so if we were to sit down and try to read scriptures with them, the two things kind of put them in fight to get them to pray. So the beginning of prayer and ending of prayer are kind of a critical factor. What happens if you're sitting there? It can be an activity, it can be drawing, it can be talking. Sometimes you're not. There's a group about that. Always required. In all stages of life, the thing that I'm more concerned about is less confident. We have family meetings every Monday. And as they get older, the life is expand. But right now, that's all that's required. I love that. So prayer, and that's really all that's required. This family I'm talking about. So how do you teach? Good question. It's always easy. We found that we would try to put some, parts of the lesson so that we would appeal more to the understanding, as well as the goal. But I hope, I don't know, but I hope that one day there might be somehow listening. Sometimes so, this has to
We all know that they learn more about themselves. And so, and the reward to it is now, is seeing those children, having family meetings, and now their children have family home meetings. So for a long, get all caught up. And see what your family doing and things like that. Oh, and besides, when you're all alone, like we are in the apartments, we get together on here's a candle of us. It's good to know there's someone else that lives close to you that feels some things. And you can share things with her. Giving Lena a blessing. Sharing things together. Don't feel alone. If you're alone, you don't have to be alone.
I think she read my notes. So those of us that are single, where you at? You know, take a look around, invite someone else to your family. I mean, you don't have to do this stuff. Okay? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna let you go ahead and come up and do your little talk. When I came back into the church in '09, I forced myself to find a way. As a single young man, come on. As a single person, I didn't have family in my home. So I had to find a way for family home. I started going out to my oldest son's house and my third son's house for family home. And it was convenient because we were going on a Sunday evening, and then I was invited to join here with her invited me to join them, and then going into senior citizens retirement building. Anyway. So they had family home evening there on Monday night, so I started going to that. Then I had the wonderful opportunity to meet with Elder Don Clark of the 70s, and I was invited to my oldest son's state conference. He taught a lesson about family home evening, and he had personal time to sit with myself and my son. And he stressed very heavily that get away. If you're having family home evening on Sunday evening or Tuesday evening or Wednesday, because of work or whatever, figure out how to get away from it. Get it back to Monday. The church set it aside for Monday for a reason. And that reason is to take one more day away from the adversary. That's one more day the adversary doesn't have to work on. It's another spiritual day. You can go a loving spirit with your family. And if you're a single adult, whether you're a senior or a young single adult, you can find a way to have a family meeting. Okay? If you're by yourself, the idea is to be vigilant. And I like what Brother Williams said about being consistent. Whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, if your family decides to go out for an activity, go down to the Thanksgiving point, that's okay. But to have that be part of family home evening, you should have prayer and a very short lesson before you go on that journey. And when you're done, you're coming home, have another prayer. But Monday is reserved, the church set it up for a reason, and that's when we should have family home evening. Brother Barry called me earlier in the week and asked me if I would be able to talk about it today. I work at Bishop's Courthouse on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursday, guess who came to the Bishop's Courthouse? Brother Clark. And he remembered me, and that was 3 years ago or so. And he remembered me. And I let him know that my son and I, from that day forward, we changed from Sunday to Monday. When I started that, I was going to the evening at his house.
because our general authorities, the Lord, our prophets, have taught us. And after 6 o'clock in the evening, you should not be calling other members. There are emergencies, sometimes we do see those calls. But even Monday evening is another day for the Lord to help us learn and help us teach our children and grandchildren. And we can learn a lot about and the whole meeting in this book right here. Preach God. And, this book right here, Family Proclamation. There are some famous testimonies. We can get these names. These are free. These might cost you. These are free. If you don't have time to attend the meeting and you want to get started, pick these things up and they'll teach you how to hold family. I say that in Jesus Christ. Thank you. So yeah, let me kind of share a little bit with you about my first family home meeting. I'm the father of 5 daughters. And they were all mostly grown up. At that time, I just got to be married. I had her 2 kids with me here in Salt Lake City while she was still in Texas. And it was in a city there called we didn't have a little bit of everybody this way. And it was kind of unique in how they did it. Walk in first, sit down and have a prayer, and then have a song, and then talk a little bit about a lesson. And then the best part was is the ice cream. They were hooked right there. That was it. We have family meeting again. We didn't have that discussion. But I thoroughly enjoyed that evening. So kind of running out of time here, so we can go through the rest of it really quick. So have fun. You know, some of the best memories I can remember in my family is having fun. And if we can have fun while we're teaching, that's the best way to go. And work around challenges. It's going to be a challenge. We can remember to keep that day sacred. And remember what we're doing that for. It's one of the times that we learn the most. So, has anybody got anything else they would like to say? I have one other.
When you have family home meeting, you have small children. Make sure they have a small chair, and that you're sitting on a small chair. Pray for them for everything that they do there, because this will prepare for school. This will prepare for life. It will prepare for future things. Teach them how to pray. You have to take them to the library. They get something out of the library, and they got to report to the school. Go ahead and do that. And then in the class, let someone children, they're going to have to get out now, and they're going to have to learn how to hold the time, and they're going to learn how to do that. So make it special interest in your children, even if it means that all the children go through the prayers, the lessons, everything. Do that for your children. They're very important.
To be a teacher, The blind cannot lead the blind. Therefore, we should always read the scripture and be able to teach one another, learn from one another.
Thank you.
The family living at your apartment is having a lot tomorrow, like choice.
Yeah, wow, okay. Okay.
I learned recently about a woman in Alabama that had an assignment to write about something she would never do. Can you fill me in with detail on
Anyway, so she was assigned to write about something she would never ever do. She chose to the topic of joining the Mormon church.